keep learning. We talked about that. Stay disciplined even when you're unmotivated. It's always good to stay disciplined even when you're unmotivated, because like once you know how to stay disciplined when you're unmotivated, you then unlock a new skill, unlock a new thing of your life. Cause like it's always good to stay driven and motivated even when you're not driven and motivated, because like even though your dreams have to be big enough and your drive has, especially your drive has to be great enough to go beyond the limits, and it's all going beyond your limits, going beyond what you can handle and what you can take, so you can not only form it but turn it into something bigger, like make generational wealth with it. Not only generational wealth, but change the whole aspect of this generation. Like instead of focusing on the negative of the internet, like once you build up a new skill and once you're unmotivated, I talk about building up a new skill because we need that to make I wouldn't say money, but we need that to make generational wealth. Don't look at the money aspect with it, because yes, money gonna come with making generational wealth, but when you make generational wealth, in that you're making a legacy too. You wanna make and it's always good to make a big legacy, so you can leave something for somebody. Not only for somebody, the generation coming up from you, but you gotta give 120% and crawl out of life. Like you gotta be ready for the fire and ready for the trials and the tribulations. And once you stick with God through the trials and the tribulations, God will never leave you. God always gonna be there through every step and through any step you go through in life. Any hard thing you go through in life, it'll even make this fun easier, because you gotta understand, you gotta be disciplined and driven and have tunnel vision. Not only that, but you gotta do that every day until you meet your goal in life, till you make the puzzle pieces in life. Just like I was talking about yesterday. You really gotta make a big puzzle piece, and you gotta be. What size shoe you wear? You gotta be. You gotta be so focused and so dedicated that you gotta be able to. Sometimes God isolate ourselves to bring us to bigger levels or newer levels, or like sometimes you gotta like focus on your vision and focus on the things that drive you. Whatever social media, I know, like I would say I'm beyond past the social media step of life. Like, don't focus on social media. Focus on the bigger picture and craft your bigger picture every day. Like, just working towards the bigger picture, because, like, they can't tell you no every time. They can't tell you no every time. You're gonna have a day you're gonna win. You just gotta keep going and keep going and keep going. You just gotta really love the process, because when when you're making generational wealth, you're making not even a legacy. Like, you gotta be so worried about stamping a legacy that no one will ever forget. Like, a part of life, and it might be hard to do that, but if you keep driving and keep God, the one who died on the cross for all of our sins, like, you'll be good. I promise you. He never fails, and he will never fail. As long as you keep working towards it, pushing yourself, making something happen for yourself, and building the puzzle pieces to fit in the right places, like, you'll be, once you work beyond your limits, you're building a legacy that nobody can stop. Once you're doing it outlasting yourself, once you know you're unbreakable and can outlast other people, not trying to be in a competition with other people, once you know how hard you could work and how hard your working limits are, you'll be unstoppable and you are unbreakable. Everyone got that drive. Everyone watching this video got that switch. You just need to switch it on. So ask yourself, what am I really living for? Why am I on this earth to begin with? Because God has plans for all of us. Every single one. And he never fails. And he never gives up. I'm telling you. But, what's the next one? So stay disciplined even when you're unmotivated. Build something that lasts beyond you. Build something that lasts beyond you. Like, if I start, like, I would say, if I, not even a YouTube channel, if I build a YouTube channel and, I'm gonna take the favorite things I love to do. A YouTube channel and training. And give 120% to that two things, I'm gonna make it. You know why? Because I'm pushing to make it. Not only am I pushing to make it, I'm forming these young kids to be better athletes. Sometimes you gotta fill up the space that you never had in life. So, I never had a real coach. I'm gonna fill in that space of life that I never got, like, to be the bigger coach and to drive these kids, cause, like, they could be something legendary one day if, like, you have the opportunity, and if you're playing a sport, you have the opportunity to go legendary one day. The school system gives you a legacy by joining a sport. It's just your choice to give 120%. And some people, it don't work out for some people like that. If you don't have the good enough coach, if you don't have the proper things. For me, I had the I I had the proper things to drive, to make that drive happen and push beyond. And you gotta know that Well, all of that stuff I told you, you can be unbroken. You can be unbreakable and you will be unbreakable.